Hey, so this is not a topic that I normally do. We're a service-related company, but occasionally I think there's just helpful topics that small to medium businesses sometimes don't get the input or feedback that they need to be able to make a good decision. And so we just got through evaluating Salesforce again. Let me give you a bit of history on me. I was first exposed to Salesforce.com back in 2006. I was just a user then for a team at Dell Computers. We did warranty work and extensions for Dell Computers. Seemed like a lifetime ago. And then I was an administrator for Salesforce, I'm going to say 2013-ish. I actually brought Salesforce into another company at that time and was the administrator to set it all up then. And now we own a security company. We are an IT company. And we've only got on our .com side, which is really where we wanted to integrate Salesforce. And while we started looking at Salesforce to integrate it, we've only done a few $100,000 worth of revenue there. But I do think as small businesses, especially with limited resources, are evaluating software, one of the things that's really helpful is just to get some other reviews of things that are out there. I'm only going to evaluate Salesforce on a couple of items because it was applicable to us, and then I'm going to give you some feedback on how what we decided with Salesforce, and kind of what the experience has been in the last since December 12th. I know what day we signed the Salesforce contract. So we needed Salesforce for four more than this, but four main functions. I mean, it's got a great CRM tool. There's a lot of things in the back end on Salesforce that are very, very good, but our four main criteria when talking with our repo, his name's Landon, were, hey, Landon, and this I've got it in writing. It says we need to make sure that we have QuickBooks integration. And he said, yes, very common integration. We kind of already knew that. Then we needed it and had to have it integrate with Not Commerce. We have a rather large e-commerce site with about 250,000 products on there. And we wanted to make sure the ordering process was integrating with QuickBooks so that there was not, we weren't hunting and pecking for all the online orders and going through a manual process. And then we needed, of course, full CRM functionality on the Salesforce enterprise that we were looking at buying. We want to make sure we had the full CRM, customer resource management. And then the other thing was we asked, did it have Adobe Sign integration? Because we've been using Adobe Sign now for 3 years, something like that. And it was very important for us to be able to remove one more manual step in the upload process to be able to keep up with customer contracts and information. So those are the four things that we asked. And now, again, I was a user in 2006-ish, administrator for the rollout of Salesforce for another company back 2013, 14, something like that. And then so I've had quite a bit of history using and also trying to administer Salesforce for a sales team. Well, not just sales team, sales and support. This time, in the position that I'm in, our security company, we manage IoT devices in the Internet of Things, different types of security devices that automate buildings, automate homes, do the security process, but also access control, lights, door locks, heating, energy management, all those types of things. So we're fairly technical. Our CIO is he's an MCSE certified engineer, SEO certified. He's really a smart guy, a lot smarter than I'll ever be. So we were kind of depending on him to help evaluate this. And I know I'm talking a lot. I'm not going to go through like a screen share. This is just an evaluation process for us. So we signed the contract December 12th last year, and immediately began having some difficulty understanding how particularly we could integrate with Adobe Sign. And I've got it in writing here. Yes, the app can be found here and it's free. So it's supposedly integrated with Adobe Sign. So when we had a problem making something like a token work, we reached out to our sales rep who we couldn't get a hold of. And we reached out to sales rep again, who we couldn't get a hold of. And we reached out to sales rep again, who we couldn't get a hold of. And so finally got an email bounce or an email responder, autoresponder that said, in his absence, this is who we reached out to. So we reached out to that person, called that person, no response. Emailed, called, no response. Email, called, no response. So this went on for 2 months, emailing and calling, both trying to get an answer from salesforce.com. Now, and again, I brought Salesforce. This would have been the second time that I had made the decision to bring Salesforce on. Last time that we did it, there was not as many. We were only using the CRM piece. There was no sophisticated integration of anything, nothing into QuickBooks. It was just the customer resource management piece. That's all we wanted. This was different because we had to. There was no sense in having it if we couldn't have it integrate with the pieces that we needed. So here we are. This is, what's the date? It's April 4th. It's April 4th, 2019. We began trying to end the contract with Salesforce 2 months into not getting any help. 2 months. Now, we were initially asking, hey, just give us a third-party recommendation who can do the integration for us. We're having some issues. And now they would not have been able to do it. Even if we'd hired a third party, they would not have been able to do it because we got bad information. It is not integratable with Adobe Sign. It's integrated only with the enterprise version of that, which was going to be about as much as Salesforce. And for the volume of things that we do, that was just not fiscally an intelligent thing for us to do. I would have not made the decision to go with Salesforce had we not gotten bad information from Landon. So, and again, if you're using Salesforce only as a CRM, it's a pretty good tool. It's expensive though. I mean, it's really expensive. We have made the decision to evaluate HubSpot. If it's just a CRM, I mean, they're pretty much free. Free? Did I say free? It's free. So we are evaluating and using HubSpot right now. Since then, basically Salesforce told us it's our fault. I got an email. I've gotten several emails asking for payment. We terminated the payment so they couldn't process it, and they continue to ask for it. They've had some management that we had a little bit of discussion with, but now they're sending us to collections because their software didn't work. They gave us bad information. And I think what's happened is Salesforce has just gotten too confident and too big. And they've, in my opinion, they've outlived their usefulness. The price that they want to try to demand for it, if all the functionality would work, then it's okay. But if you have to have enterprise versions of these other products and services that we are not intending to pay any additional for because what we're already using is fine, then Salesforce just price themselves out of the market. Done. This is we're closing the door on Salesforce. I will never go back. And if you're evaluating Salesforce, especially as a small company, get it all in writing because we're probably going to end up in some legals with Salesforce at some point, and we will win. I will not put up with this. And I'm so far elated with HubSpot. Even on their free service, they're calling us and asking us if they can help us. That's on their free service. Great CRM option there. Anyway, wanted to do this real quickly. I don't normally do this type of thing for this type of service, but I think if you are evaluating Salesforce, maybe this will help you. Go check out HubSpot. Highly recommend what we've seen thus far. Have a great day, and I will end this now. And maybe this will help some other small businesses who are evaluating things.